Western New York and Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. And off we go from Orchard Park.
Free kick out of bounds. Automatic first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, here's Allen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Bills 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On the ground, this is James Cook, and he'll get about 5. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here is Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Man in motion is Coleman. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. This one complete to Palmer. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Raiders' kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. So here come the Giants, and Greg, it is the latest stop for Russell Wilson. A decade and a Super Bowl in Seattle, 2 years in Denver, last year in Pittsburgh, and now Russell Wilson is the Giants QB.
Let's not forget, Mike, not too long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the NFL, he was a bona fide Hall of Fame quarterback. So the talent and the resume, it's still there. He puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen throughout the years. This team's going to be hard to beat.
He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A big-time play out of the G-men. 35 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd and 2. Here we go. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go with the sneak, and he's going to have the Giants' 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, 1st down.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll take off again. And he's going to slide down with the 1st down inside the 5. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
This has been a great drive and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He's got it, and the Giants move out to a 7-3 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Tight end on the move left. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
To the air on 3rd down, here's Allen. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. 1st down and more inside the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Buffalo.
Let's not lose sight of just what a good open field tackle that was. I mean, yes, it results in a big gain, but Mike, if that safety doesn't make that tackle, he's gone.
Once again, it's Cook. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Paulson Adebo is there to make the play. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. He's got room to roam. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Man in motion is Coleman. They go play action now. Here's Allen. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills are on top. It's now 10-7. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Olszewski now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. So we are through 1 here on Thursday Night Primetime. The Bills with the early advantage. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Giants football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd down and less than a yard. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Play action. Now, Wilson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On the ground, here's Tracy. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Taron Johnson up to make the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On third down, here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Moving outside the pocket, and he will have a Giants first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on fourth down.
That's just a big-time play by this quarterback on fourth down. You can see he starts first look covered. Then he goes through his progression. There's nowhere to go with the ball. He can't throw it away, can't take a sack. He quickly decides to turn into a runner, uses his legs to pick up the first down, and they're still alive.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. From the 31, here is second and 5. Neighbors in motion. On the give, it's Tracy. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Third down, they need 5. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And with that sack, it should put an end to what's been a very promising drive up until this point. Great job of bend without breaking, getting yourself off the field when the opportunity presented itself.
On fourth down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll go play action here with Allen. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. From the 46, here's second and 9. To throw is Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Bills first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Allen gonna throw again. That's gonna be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's gonna force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Quick throw, taken in. They get 16 on that connection. First down, Buffalo.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. A run out of the gun with Cook. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
A run up the middle with Cook. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
On third and a couple, here's Allen. Good blocking, and he's in. Josh Allen, touchdown Bills. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills will get out in front 17-7. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. A carry here for Tracy. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Giants.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Allen. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in, and that'll go down as an incompletion.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Josh Allen on the bootleg. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Now Russ toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Russ. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Contrington to return it. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
To the air. On 2nd down, here's Allen. He'll step up and run. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. Whoa! And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
2nd down, they need 3. Allen now off the bootleg. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Here's Allen to throw. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
To the goal line and in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. His 2nd touchdown of this first half.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills up their lead. It's now 24-7. Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wilson. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Tracy now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Tracy, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. That one, take it in. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, Giants.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Now, Gano for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Giants back within 10. It's now 24-14. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bills offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Bills first down. On the carry, it's Cook. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
In motion, Shakir. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal. Allen now on second down. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And now third and goal coming up.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way. I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get fourth and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
They'll try it now with Cook. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
The Giants offense getting set to get back to work, and they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start first and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Left side to the hands of Neighbors. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. But there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. Andrew Thomas, guilty there. Now it's Wilson. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That'll march them back half the distance, and they'll go from there. Here's Wilson. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. Third and long. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
Again, Wilson. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. That's Taylor Rapp bursting in to bring him down.
Sometimes it just comes down, Mike, to just letting it loose and go make a play. And I think anytime you want to bring a defensive back from the secondary into your blitz, there's a little bit of a reckless standpoint there. Could you give up a big play downfield? Sure. But when well-timed with the right personnel, it is hard for an offense to pick those blitzes up. And in this case, it catches them off guard and results in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
On first down, Allen. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Now Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Josh Allen on the bootleg. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. And it's an incompletion.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. In motion, Shakir. Allen on 3rd down. He'll try and... Oh, the ball is out. One of the Giants has it. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 40. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, New York. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Johnson now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Allen going to give it to Cook, and he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, Josh Allen. He takes off. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field, and that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
To the air on 3rd down, here's Allen. He's got his man, that's Coleman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Cook. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From the gun, here is Allen. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made. You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
On 2nd down, Cook. Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Olszewski now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 11 yards on the connection there. That's good for a Giants first down.
For the longest time, when you threw the ball to the running back, it was a check down, a swing, a screen, kind of short underneath where you relied on guys to run after the catch, but that's not the case anymore. So many of these running backs around the league, Mike, they can run routes, in a lot of cases, almost as good as the wide receivers.
Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
That's made right side. It's Johnson. And they finally bring him down inside the 5, but he's not going to like what he sees when he turns around. There's a penalty flag down. To throw again is Wilson. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Wilson will throw again. Throw left side, that's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up fourth down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he's going to have the Giants first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down.
At this stage of the game, Mike, these are the plays that can alter the outcome. You find yourself trailing here in the second half. He's doing everything he can to keep this drive alive. A little bit through the air. This time, it's with his legs, and he picks up a huge first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll step up and run this. And he will score! Game on! Russell Wilson. Touchdown, New York. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now, Gano for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Johnson now to return. Wow! Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Tight end motioning left. On the handoff, this is Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. The Giants going to call their third and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to third down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. We'll try and run here with Cook. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Aussie Cameron Johnston to punt. And Gunnar Olszewski goes back deep to bring this one back. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Giants offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll drop to throw. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Second and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, here's Russ. This one is caught by Robinson. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
No one open, he'll drop it to his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for second down. Throwing again. Wilson. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. Again, Wilson. Open man is Robinson. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.